The best monitors for PS5 give you all the quality of a premium TV in a smaller form factor that doesn't break the bank. If you're looking for a brand new high refresh rate display, something on the larger end for a more immersive experience, or just an affordable alternative to some of the best gaming TVs, then you're in the right place. To help you find the right model, we've listed the top 5 best monitors for PS5 and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you, and as always you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. Sony InZone M9. The best high refresh rate monitor for PS5. How could a roundup of the best monitors for PS5 be complete without an entry from Sony itself? The hardware manufacturer has unleashed its own 4K flagship display, which is built with high-end gaming firmly in mind. One of its most impressive features is the 1 millisecond response time, complete with rapid IPS panel technology, which means the image stays sharp, no matter how fast things are moving on screen. This is supported by local dimming LEDs that make for a richer, more consistent contrast. With its $892/999 price tag, the Sony InZone M9 gaming monitor isn't going to suit all budgets. However, given that this model delivers low input lag through VRR and ADR modes that are specifically optimized for the console itself, we think that it's ultimately worth the price of admission. If you want an excellent £5 experience that excels out of the box, this one is hard to beat for its price range. Number 4. Dell S322QS, the best mid-range monitor for PS5. If you're in the market for a mid-range monitor for your PS5, then the Dell S322QS is an excellent pick. Our testing found that the spacious 32-inch curved display made for excellent multimedia viewing and gaming, making this a great choice if you intend to use your PS5 for video streaming. The 1800R curvature is a big draw too, as it creates a remarkably pleasant and highly immersive experience. As far as curved screens at budget prices go, you can't get much better than this. Given the low price, there are some obvious sacrifices to consider though. The main cost-saving measure, as opposed to some pricier panels, is the 60Hz refresh rate. As relatively few £5 games make full use of the console's 120Hz cap, we think that this is a fair compromise for the savings that you're getting. Our testing also found that the Dell S3221QS offers one of the sharpest looking displays on the market. The lack of USB-C connectivity or true HDR doesn't stop the Dell 4K S3221QS from being a terrific curved monitor. Its elegant design, stunning 4K picture, and useful multitasking features like picture-in-picture make it an excellent and surprisingly affordable option. Number 3. Gigabyte Aorus Fi32U, the best adjustable monitor for PS5. If you've been looking for a feature-packed adjustable PS5 monitor at a very fair price, then the Gigabyte Aorus Fi32U is for you. On top of the added versatility that its adjustable nature brings, the 4K resolution and 144Hz refresh rate mean that there are plenty of other reasons to consider this beyond the versatility. The stunning RGB lighting, which emanates from both the back and sides of the display, is also a big draw, allowing for an added layer of cosmetic customization. There is a lot you can do with this particular panel, which makes it easy to fit into your existing gaming setup. For example, not only do you have several dedicated gaming modes, but the ability to swivel and pivot the screen, as well as adjust the height. This means you have a wealth of options for how you want your £5 games to look and can set the display at an angle that best suits your desk. The Gigabyte Aorus F132U may sound as though it's at the premium end of the spectrum, but in 2023, that couldn't be further from the truth. You can now pick up this feature-rich display for well below its retail price. What's more, it is often subject to deep discounts that can bring the price down even further. While you're not getting any hint of HDR here, our testing found that the colors still look great. Number 2. Asus TUF Gaming VG289Q, the best budget monitor for PS5. There's a lot to love about the Asus TUF Gaming VG289Q, from its excellent color reproduction to its surprisingly sharp viewing angles. However, the main reason we can recommend this panel comes down to the price, which in our opinion is truly hard to beat for what's on offer here. The Asus TUF Gaming VG289Q retails for just $289/£268.99, making it an incredibly cost-effective option for 4K gaming on your £5. It's a value proposition that is very hard to argue with, as you're getting particularly vibrant colors thanks to its 90% color gamut. The only real trade-off is that you're not getting a true HDR. Instead, this budget display opts for simulated HDR functions, that is, sadly, no replacement for the real thing. The performance is where it counts, though, and gaming on this display is an absolute joy. Whether you're diving into the latest Call of Duty or fan-favorite console exclusives like Horizon Zero Dawn and The Last of Us Part 1, everything looks very sharp in motion. If you're after a display that won't break the bank and can live without a high refresh rate, this is a great choice. With the Asus TUF Gaming VG289Q, you're getting 4K resolution without the hefty price tag, and with versatility in viewing positions. It does have some slight drawbacks that keep it from being a no-brainer. Number 1. Gigabyte Aorus FV43U, the best monitor for PS5. When a gaming monitor hits 43 inches, you might simply wonder why you wouldn't buy a TV instead. Larger models are much cheaper than this after all. It's a question that took a while for us to answer, but the Gigabyte Aorus FV43U certainly offers things that most monitors cannot, and which standard TVs struggle with. The lower than normal pixel density means you can see pixelation in lettering where you shouldn't if you don't get your window scaling settings right. To be frank, this wasn't ideal for extended working, as the regular head movement gets wearying on your neck, shoulders, and eyes. Nonetheless, there were times where spreading several open documents across a screen at once became a productivity boost. That aside, this being a gaming monitor means it lives and dies by its gaming performance. Quantum dot-generated colors are bright and vibrant. A 144 Hz refresh rate with 1 millisecond MPRT keeps motion smooth in fast and frantic shooters, and this is enhanced by VR, variable refresh rate, to stop graphical tearing. There's also ALM, auto low latency mode, which tells the screen that a console is connected and requires a low latency connection. Meanwhile, banks of rear-lit LEDs can generate 1000 nits of brightness and subsequent heat, which makes HDR-enabled games look phenomenal, perhaps even a bit too intense if you're sitting too close when everything fully lights up. 10-bit color helps ensure that color gradients are smooth, although we did notice some banding appear in monochrome gradients. It's a decent technical performer too, covering 97% of the DCI-P3 color gamut, and each unit is factory calibrated. Ultimately, gaming and multimedia content looks stunning, so long as you sit back from the screen. The built-in speakers are very impressive. They get very loud and provide good all-round fidelity with punchy bass. Gaming features include a black equalizer to reveal enemies hiding in shadows, on-screen crosshairs, picture-in-picture, and intricate color controls. There's even a KVM function that lets you connect a single keyboard and mouse to the monitor and have it act as an input hub for other devices.